Hey everyone, today we're going to go over integration, specifically lessons 6.6 and 6.8 in the AP Calculus curriculum. So in these two lessons, they're basically talking about integration properties and integration basic notations and basic integration with functions. So to get started, I did my best in drawing this function over here. Not as accurate as I would have liked it, but it works well. So in the first question, they said we need to find the integration from -8 to -3 f of x dx. So basically, we want to find the integration from here all the way till here. So if you notice, we are working with a right triangle in this case. And since we know that integration is basically the area under the line, we're essentially finding the area of this triangle. So the area of the triangle, since it's base times height divided by 2, the base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divided by 2. So 25 divided by 2, which is going to be 12.5. Now, this is the first question. The second question is basically from -3 to 0 over here. So -3 to 0. Now, I tried my best to make this look like a circle. However, it doesn't look like a circle whatsoever. We could see that if this is a circle, the radius is basically 1.5. So the area of a circle is pi r squared. But since this is a half circle, it will become pi r squared divided by 2. And r is going to be 1.5. So it will be pi 1.5 to the power of 2 over 2. Now, 1.5 to the power of 2 is basically 2.25. And if we divide that by 2, we're going to get 1.125. So the answer is going to be 1.125 pi. Then we're going to move on to this question over here from 0 until 11. So from 0 until 11, that means we're working from here all the way till here. Now, in this integration, you can literally just split it into 3 pieces because this is a triangle that we can work with over here. So this is the first section. Then you can be working in this rectangle over here. And then you can work in this triangle over here. So the area of this triangle is going to be base times height divided by 2. So the base is 5 and the height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me read again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 5 times 6 divided by 2. So it's going to be essentially 5 times 3, which is going to be 15. So the answer for the area of this triangle is going to be 15. Next, the area of this rectangle is very simple, length times width. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 4 is going to be 24. The last triangle, the base is 2. The height, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 2 divided by 2, which is going to be 6. Now, if you add all of these numbers together, you are going to get 45. So the answer over here will be 45. Now, the last question over here, they said we want to find the integration from 5 to 0. So you're going backwards over here. From 5 to 0, okay, it's basically negative from 0 to 5, 3 f of x, because they want us to integrate 3 f of x dx. Now the 3 can go out because it's a coefficient. So it will become -3, 0 to 5, f of x dx. And then 0 to 5 is basically 15. So -3 times 15, -45. So this is it for the first question. We're going to move on to the second question. In this question over here, we're given 2 things. The integration from -5 to 3 f of x dx, which is 2. And the integration from 3 to 8 f of x dx, which is -3. The first question, they asked us to find the integration from minus 5 to 3 for 3 f of x dx. Simply put, in this case, you can take the 3 out, and minus 5 to 3 f of x dx. So it will be 3, and the answer for this integration is going to be 2. So 3 times 2, which is going to be 6. Next, they asked us to find minus 5 to 8 f of x dx. This one. So minus 5 to 8, it's basically from minus 5 to 3 plus 3 to 8. So we know that we can split the integration however we want. So we can split it like from minus 5 to 3 f of x dx. I just want to save some space. And 3 to 8 f of x dx, okay? Whatever it is. So minus 5 to 3, it's basically 2. 3 to 8, it's basically minus 3. So 2 minus 3 will become negative 1. I'm going to just, okay, enclose this. And then this is the answer for this. All right. Now, 8 to 3 f of x dx. So this is going to be the flipping method of integration. So, oh, made a mistake. So it's going to be minus 3 to 8 f of x dx. So minus the integration of 3 to 8, so it's going to be minus 3, which is going to be positive 3. And then the last question, they asked us to find 8 to minus 5, 2 f of x dx. So we can take the 2 out, and then we can switch the integration. So it's going to be negative 2 integration from negative 5 up until 8 f of x dx, which is essentially minus 1. So negative 2 multiplied negative 1, which will be positive 2. Moving on to the next question. They want us to integrate given an initial condition. So the first function we're going to integrate is basically 9t squared plus 5t minus 2. So the integration for 9t squared plus 5t minus 2 dt, you can split the integration into 3. So 9t squared dt plus 5t dt minus 2 dt. So the answer for the first one, of course, you can take the 9 out, you can take the 5 out. So they're very simple. So the first one is going to be 9t cubed over 3. The second one is going to be 5t squared over 2. And the third one, it's going to be negative 2t. Remember that the integration of any constant number will create for you a variable. It's kind of the opposite of derivative. Like derivative, if you have a constant, for example, 2, the derivative of 2 is basically 0. However, the integration of 2 will be 2x. So integration, it creates a variable. Meanwhile, derivative, it completely removes the constant. So back to the question. Over here, we're going to add our plus c, and then we can apply our initial condition. So what we found over here is basically x of t. So we want to find x of 1 equals 3. So I'm going to erase the integration process. You can pause the video to see like the answer for this integration. Okay, so x of 1, you're going to replace t with 1. So it's going to be 9 over 3 plus 5 over 2 minus 2 plus c equals 3. So 9 over 3 is 3, 5 over 2 is 2.5. So we're going to do 3 plus 2.5 minus 2, which is 3.5. And then if you move it to the other side, it's going to become minus 3.5. So c is equal to 3 minus 3.5, which is going to be minus 0.5. And therefore, you found your c and you found your integration. Again, using your calculator, you can do it very easily. Now, in the second question, it's a little bit trickier. We have exponential and we have cosine. So the integration for 2e to the power of x plus cosine x dx. You can split your integration and take the 2 out. So the integration for e to the power of x is literally e to the power of x. It's the same as derivative. And the integration of cosine is going to be sine. Don't forget your plus c. Now, I'm going to erase this. Okay, now, this is basically my y of x. So the initial condition basically says y of 0 is equal to 3. So y of 0, we're going to replace x with 0. 2e to the power of 0 plus sine 0 plus c. Friendly reminder to put your calculator in radians, because you might encounter a question that has pi over 2, for example. So make sure it's in radians. So this is equal to 3. The y of 0 is equal to 3. So sine 0 is 0. 2e to the power of 0 is 2, because e to the power of 0 is 1. So 2 plus c is equal to 3. Therefore, c is equal to 1. That's basically it. You found your integration, you found your c. Now, the last question over here that we're going to talk about, it has a little bit of context. So we have an acceleration function, which is 3t squared plus 3 over t squared. We need to find the velocity function, given that velocity at 3 is equal to 1. Now, you have to understand something. That to go from velocity to acceleration, okay. So to go from velocity to acceleration, we need to find the derivative. But to go from acceleration to velocity, we need to find integration. It's the other way around. So now we need to integrate the acceleration function. So the integration of 3t squared plus 3 over t squared dt. Let's split it. Let's take the 3 out, t squared dt. Let's take the 3 out as well. It will be 1 over t squared dt. Now the answer for the first integration is very easy, because it's going to be t cubed over 3. However, the second one, you might as well just change it to 3 integration t to the power of minus 2 dt. Now it's very easy to integrate, because then you could apply the power rule for integration. So then the answer will be 3 t cubed over 3 plus 3 t to the power of minus 2. The integration for it will become t to the power of minus 1 over minus 1 plus c. Now, 3t cubed over 3 is going to be only t cubed. And then over here, it will become negative 3t to the power of negative 1 plus c. Okay, now we can apply our initial condition. So v of 3 is equal to 1. So let's change the t. This is v of t. Let's change the t into 3. Okay, minus 3 multiplied by 3 to the power minus 1 plus c, which is equal to 1. So 3 to the power of 3 is going to be 27. And then 3 times 3 to the power of negative 1, it is going to be negative 1 plus c equals 1. So move everything to one side. C will be equal to negative 27 positive 2, which is going to be negative 25. So you found your integration, and then you found your c. Thank you all for watching this video. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments, and I will be sure to posting more material. Thank you.